Today I want to talk about some of my top favorite hair tools, not just the ones that I recommend, but also that I personally use myself. I always look for tools that still keep that fun element when it comes to hair care and hairstyling, while at the same time doing it in a safer way. So those are the two things that I really look for when it comes to my tools and what I normally recommend. So if you're trying to reduce damage or breakage, these tools can really make a difference. Let's start with detangling because obviously removing knots and tangles is key for healthy hair. But the actual way of detangling matters a lot. The wrong brush or comb can cause excessive tension and friction, which over time makes the hair more fragile and prone to breakage. And that's why I've been recommending and using the Tangle Teaser brushes for I would say at least 10 years now. And specifically like the Ultimate Detangler. This is the big version and this is the smaller version. Sorry, there's some hairs in it. They are designed to really glide through the hair while at the same time detangle those knots in a very gentle way. And that's exactly what they do. I also use them for styling because I do feel like they really help to make my curls clump and pop without too much tension and friction. I've tried plenty of hairbrushes and I continue to try them because that's also part of my job, but I really still haven't found any brush that does a better job at detangling my hair and even in the styling department than these actually do. Next up is hair ties, and I've switched I would say about 3 years ago. I was a big believer and a big user of the Invisibobble, but what I've noticed is that they overstretch really easily, and there's a way of reversing that by putting it into hot water, but it's still an extra task that I don't enjoy. And I also noticed that still my hair was wrapping around the Invisibobble, and by wrapping around them, it eventually snagged, causing breakage that was really unnecessary. So I switched to silk slash satin lined hair ties. And the ones that I've been loving are these ones by Kitsch. You get them in like a multi-pack and they're super affordable. They're very gentle. My hair hasn't wrapped around it since. For 3 years now, I've never experienced that like wrapping around the hair tie with these ones. So I really feel like these are way more gentle than any other hair tie or type of hair ties I've ever used, which is a major win. And last but not least, heat tools. We all know that heat can be damaging, but with the right tools, you can style your hair in a way safer way. And I've, just like the Tangle Teaser brushes, have been using the Dyson tools for over 8 years now. I still have my first Dyson Supersonic. And what I just love about the Dyson tools is they are super quick at drying my hair without extreme heat, and that's also why other people love it. More recently, I've been more so using the Dyson Airwrap. This is because I do a lot of protective styles, and with that I prefer to do a blowout. This is kind of like the Denman brush. It literally also kind of works like that, and with this I'm able to get super close to the root and then smooth the hair out without excessive heat, and it gives me a nice polished and soft blowout. For wash and goes, I rely on the Supersonic, and I've upgraded mine recently just to take advantage of the newer technology that Dyson has right now. And most frequently asked question that I get a lot is like, what's the difference between the Dyson tools and any other tool? And that's really the technology behind it and the way that the air literally flows. It's also designed to measure and basically regulate the temperature to avoid damage. And that is huge for me because I style my hair quite a lot. And that's also why I recommend it for other people that style their hair a lot and want to do that in a safer way while at the same time still having the ability to have fun hairstyles. So these are some of my go-to tools. There are obviously way more, but I think that this is a trio that I really can say like, yes, this is what I've been using for years, that I've been loving for years, and that I've been recommending to clients for years. And I really trust them to keep my hair healthy and minimize damage. And I think that that's also what we're all looking for. Let me know your absolute favorite tool that you really cannot live without and that you've seen do good to your hair instead of creating more and more damage.